what is the squeeze? This is a indicator that I base my whole trading around of. What it does is it gives me periods of consolidation. When stocks consolidate, they build up all this energy and it eventually releases one or two ways, up to the upside or to the downside. So today I want to discuss what it is and how I use it. So once you see down here, this is the regular squeeze, the TTM squeeze, which is free in Think or Swim. This version right here is a improvement based on a John Carter squeeze. This formula, or this one, is particularly has these gray dots that actually indicate a more high compression and pre-squeeze type of alert. This one does cost a little money, but you can find the thing script online if you do a little research. This one is free, and we're going to go over how to update these and put them into your charts. Later in this video, you'll see some screenshots, but I want to talk about what is the squeeze. So the squeeze is a consolidation period. It takes the Keltner channels and the Bollinger Bands. When the Bollinger Bands here in the pink cross into the Keltner channels into the teal, that is considered a squeeze. All right, so visually, this purple coming into the teal is a red dot. That's what you'll see on the basic indicator, which is free with TOS. Okay, so when it's consolidating, that's what you'll see, and then when it breaks out of the Bollinger Bands break out of the Keltner channels, it's considered fired. In this particular case, a fired one would be right here where you'll see the green bars here, the green dots here. All right. Now you also see some other colors. You'll see some teal, blue, reds, and yellows. This is the momentum. So in this particular case, the teal is, bullish momentum, rising, 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 and then the dark blue is considered bearish momentum, and so forth with the red considered bearish momentum, and yellow is starting to turn positive again. This is how I like to trade. I like to trade stocks that are in squeezes because that momentum has to push one way or the other, and then these other momentum bars kind of give me an indication which way it may trigger. It's not foolproof, but it's a good indication. I kind of blend it with other indicators that I use. I just want to give you a feel of what it is and how to apply it. So let's take a look at Nvidia here. I'm going to take you over here on this chart because the other one's kind of messy with all the other lines. So Nvidia. This has been in a long squeeze. This is the high compression squeeze. I'm going to work with this one because this is one I typically use. But these gray dots are high compression or pre-squeezes, and these red are the regular squeeze. So you can see that Nvidia has been consolidating for a long period of time. What this is telling me is that eventually when this squeeze fires, either to downside or upside, this move's probably going to be significant given the length of time of the squeeze. If the squeeze was a lot shorter, then I wouldn't expect, a drastic move. In any case, when I look at the squeeze, I apply other indicators. This is my already aim fire, so I kind of take this in the case if I want to see which way things may swing. But for now, it's consolidating. We got some bullish momentum, and we're going to see how that looks when it fires off. Next, let's take a look at NEO. NEO, this is a good example where we can see right here in this period right here, it's consolidating. You can see that clearly that, it kind of stayed in this range from what, 48 to like 39. So in this consolidation range, and subsequently you see these squeeze dots. You see this regular squeeze, and then you see the high compression squeeze, and then you see the bearish momentum turn into bullish momentum. And once this bearish momentum turned bullish, you can see what happened when the squeeze fired. A green dot is a fire. So when you see a green dot pop up, that is a fire. And you can see what happened in this particular squeeze where consolidated, once the momentum went bullish, boom, we got this shoot up in price. It doesn't always happen like that, but it's a good indication of what move the stock price may move based on this momentum bars down here. This one in particular is considered a slingshot squeeze. What is that? Slingshot squeeze is where it turns from bearish momentum to positive momentum and then while you're in a squeeze. So this is a textbook slingshot move that I look for, where you have the yellow trending up into the squeeze, and then once it goes positive, you like to see some teal lines, and then boom, takes off. That is how I look for, and that's what I trade. Other indicators over here, we have the multi-time frame squeezes. So instead of going chart by chart, I can see visually really quick but a snippet of what each time frame is it in a squeeze or not, and what the momentum is. This is a cool indicator that I like and use every day. Over here on my watch list, I have the daily squeeze, weekly squeeze, monthly squeeze. Then over here, the 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute for my day trading. For my swing trades up here, I like to, this is how I keep track of all the squeezes going on. So if I click squeeze, so I can see all these tickers in the squeeze, some fired. If it's black, it doesn't really have anything. I will post a link for these indicators if you want them in a separate email. I'll show you how to, or a separate video on how we think script for that. But I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any questions, let me know.